Oh.
Posting to Facebook and then we'll get started.
Thank you, everybody, for wearing yellow.
I'm wearing yellow, I swear. This is the first time in 9 seasons anyone besides Papa has ever hosted an elimination, so bear with me. Okay, so let's get started. Erica, Jack, Josh, Nolan, Rayanne, you're all safe tonight in the game's first one large group vote. Let me see what my question was, because I wrote them as well. How important was safety to you guys tonight?
I think it's always important. No, make sure I'm not really, yeah, okay, perfect. I think it's always important. Every round, I kind of think, there's always inklings of my name going around, I hear. So it's like, every time I can get safety, it's a big weight lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm always happy to be safe.
Is anyone unhappy to be safe? I'm obviously joking. Right, this is the only targeted question, and that's because Papa wouldn't ask my question last round to Drew. Drew, you voted with every single person in the game last round because you went to both eliminations. Do you think that helped you get a gauge on where the relationships are in the game right now, or since you were safe, did it not really impact?
I don't know. I felt like it was a catch-22. I was the one that had to talk to, for sure, 14 people last round and get a gauge for where people stood. There was a lot of back and forth and whatnot, but I just said that what they wanted to, I'm one person. There's not that much I can do as one person. So I let the teams decide because I already have to vote at 2. So I didn't want to make any more waves than I needed to. So I don't know if that answered your question. I think it did, but I don't know.
I mean, let's be fair. None of you actually ever answer my question, but it's a game, so you have to say what you have to say. All right, votes continue to be gambled even up until last round, so presumably there's a lot of banked votes out there. How much do you guys think this is going to impact elimination as numbers continue to dwindle in the game? Is it going to impact it a lot? Not much? Any predictions?
I'm personally excited for the 24 vote tribal that we're going to have at some point. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm waiting for it.
I gotta order more note cards.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like people are holding on to them for a moment where they feel the most in danger. I know it's like a thing that you don't want to waste if you have it, and it's going to be hard to like collect them later now that we're down to less people. So I just think everybody's like waiting for the right opportunity to use their vote. I think there's only a few people that don't have them at this point, which is kind of crazy.
So how do you balance holding it and waiting to the right time versus potentially getting voted out with that extra vote in your pocket since you can't pass that on?
I think the scary part for a lot of people about like using it would be that if you use it, it will help you in the round that you use it, but then potentially everybody else still has their extra votes and then they can use them against you later. And that's, right. I think everybody, it's just basically like, it's like a nuclear war kind of thing. Like we all have warheads now and we know that we have them. And like if the first person that shoots it, it's going to start off a whole chain reaction where everyone's going to start shooting off the stuff that they have in their pockets. So.
Anyone else thoughts on gambled votes?
I feel like it could really just come out of nowhere and like make anything happen. And the moment it does, people are going to be shook and probably want to use their votes to do something that they would want to do in the following weeks. So I could definitely see the game getting more intense later on.
Okay. As we approach the halfway mark of the game, the jury are going to start to grow larger and larger in people's minds. When is it too early to start thinking about jury? And when is it too late to start thinking about jury?
Too late to start thinking about jury when jury has already started. And it's too early to start thinking about it before you've been cast.
I've been dreaming about jury since I was 4.
Mhm.
So never too early. Maybe when I was probably 25 then, you were probably 4 about that time. Anyone else? Thoughts on jury?
It's just we all speculate it's happening at a different time, but it could be any time realistically. But like I hope it's the sooner rather than later, so more of us can get to experience like being a part of the game even after we're voted out, as aka what the jury is.
I feel like there's been so many theories thus far, and a lot of them have been wrong. So like worrying about if jury is gonna be after tonight or what have you, I feel like it's a waste of energy potentially, because I feel like this game is so wild and it's always on the go and things can change. So you kind of just have to adapt and worry about the now and like the near future rather than the distant future.
So speaking of the near future, we're getting ready to have a vote. Raise your hand if you're confident the person you're voting for is going home tonight.
I like the switch
No
up of the
one.
question.
Huh?
I like the switch up of the question of do you feel safe? That was
Well, that'll be the next question,
Oh,
but it's the opposite. Who here feels worried tonight? Just a few people. All right. All right. This is the part where Matthew usually leaves the floor open if anyone has anything to say for the better of the group or the worse of the group. Up to you.
I do want to say that people running around all day, being fake to everyone, telling everyone different things is not cute. It's not good look. And regardless if I go or stay, whatever, there's certain people that I am kind of hurt by that seem to be slandering my name, which one of you I thought was like one of my top allies, and I guess that's not the case. But I guess it's a game, it's whatever. I'm fully expecting to get a lot of votes here. But some of you should learn how to not be fake, and some people are turning on me when other people are wanting to turn on them. So we'll see where that goes.
Anyone else? Okay, I'm gonna ask you to be a little patient tonight. We usually have 2 people doing this, and I'm kind of a little bit on my own. So whether you pre-voted or not, if you're here, please go back into your chat and resend it so it's bumped, and then try not to talk in your prod chat. I may need a little bit more than some time that Papa has, but we will give you till 10:20 to vote. I can't promise I'll be back at 10:20, but once you've voted, it's locked in. If you do gamble, say gambled. If you are playing an extra vote, you tell us who both those votes are for. And I think that's it. We will see you in 5 minutes. Okay, I didn't do too totally terrible, I hope. Let's get started. So I now am the time to call for, I don't know the phrase that Papa uses, but if anybody has any secret powers or advantages, now would be the time to use them. I think that's how he said it. All right, let's get to the vote. Person, whatever he says about the person that's voted out will be removed from the chat immediately. I don't know. I don't pay attention during these things. I already know who's going home by now. All right, vote
Don't
one,
read it.
Tyler. Vote two, Tyler. Vote three, Tyler. 3 votes, Tyler. Next vote, Andrew. Next vote, Andrew. Andrew. It's 3 votes, Tyler, 3 votes, Andrew. I put them in piles so I can count them easily, Papa. It's really not that hard. Next vote, Matt. 3 votes, Tyler, 3 votes, Andrew, 1 vote, Matt. And I think like 6 votes left. 6 votes left. Next vote, Tyler. Next vote. My hair's everywhere. Tyler. Did a lot of emojis tonight. Next vote, Tyler. And the maybe 7th person voted out, Tyler. You have gone bust in Sin City. Do you have any final words?
Honestly, I think it's iconic. I'm going home at Nicole's first tribal she's hosting, so that's kind of iconic. Honestly, no hard feelings to anyone except Drew. Honestly, Drew, I am kind of hurt by you. I don't really know why the fuck you were fake as fuck to me. The rest of you, I wish you all luck. Play hard. Alex, Drew, and Nolan, don't make an alliance with me if you're gonna just vote me out. Thank you. Bye.
All right, this would be the time I think that Papa should probably remind you to leave all chats with Tyler. I appreciate that. You all have been great about that this season. That's all I have for you tonight. I will post your high roller probably the next 10 minutes. It is a duos challenge. You do need to pick a partner. If you do not have a partner because someone doesn't want to participate, then you just don't get to participate. So if one person sets out, one person will be forced to also set out. So discuss it. You must lock it in together. You can't go in the chat and say, let's be partners. You both have to go to Prod Chat and say, I want to be Papa's partner. I want to be Nicole's partner. We will match you up. Pick a time. I would say this will take 20, I would give yourself 30 minutes. It really just depends on the group. And I think that's all I have for you. I will have that posted in the pro board.
Before you stop the recording, can I say something real quick?
You sure can.
1, thank you, everybody. And 2, Nicole, you need to update your profile pic because that picture does not do you justice. You're much better looking in person than the picture. Just saying.
Yeah, you're absolutely stunning, Nicole.
No.
Yeah.
That's my totem pole flop picture. One of my fans made that little crown for me. Sure, I appreciate that, but I don't have a vote, so I will not be your partner. All right. Anything else for the good of the group?
I was just going to ask if we're going to know the challenge before we have to pick the partners.
Give me 5 seconds to read what he wrote up, and I will tell you how big he was.
Also, is the competition due tomorrow?
Yes, you have 24 hours. Yeah, so it's charades. I mean, I'm not going to read you everything that it says, but it's charades.
Really, Nicole? Really?
Yes. I said something to you in your pro chat last night, and I almost said, wait till you see the next comp, but I, of course, couldn't say that. And this will be then the top duo will be winning. They will win high roller. And I might as well break it to you guys now, and you kind of see that there's a lot of stuff going on. This will be a double elimination. You will not be safe. So the high rollers will be picking the groups. They will be on separate groups and they will not be safe. So keep that in mind when you're picking your partner. Obviously you both will be voting if you win, but you will not be safe. Any other questions?
Wait, so the high rollers aren't safe, is what you're saying?
They are not safe.
Okay. And
They
there's
will just
no.
pick the teams.
Okay, copy.
Hey, Nicole, just make sure you check the main chat.
Oh. Let me get back to the main chat. Oh, you could have said that out loud. Jack has played the best power. He's setting out Jen and Matt for this high roller. So you will not be able to compete. You also, other people can opt to not compete. But if not, there are an even number of people, so y'all might be able to partner up. Anything else tonight?
Who's good at charades?
Me, but I will not be your partner.
Definitely